Hello. Day 13. Lucky day 13. I am so excited to be able to go outside. Like, this is driving me a little bit nuts. The whole, like, being super cautious and not leaving the house. Cat hair. Yeah, I'm really excited to be able to go outside. So, one more day, and then Wednesday, I can go for a walk. Like an actual walk. Oh my god. I'm really looking forward to it. Though today was one of those days that just whipped by. I had a lot of things to do. I worked from home with my little office job, and then I taught afterwards, so it was just sort of like a packed day full of work. And I'm realizing how incredibly grateful I am for work. It's so weird. Like, I have to have day jobs because as an actor, I don't earn enough money to pay my rent in this town because this town is ridiculous in terms of expense. And also, most artists do. No shame in it. I have to have a couple extra day jobs. And, they come and go. Sometimes I do a few more hours, sometimes I do a few less. But they're always, or usually, they're kind of a drag. Like, they aren't what I want to be doing all the time. Like, they're fun in and of themselves, but given the choice, I would much rather be working on writing or acting or auditioning or even just like doing research for the things that I love to do, which is my art. But right now, I am so grateful for the work that I have that isn't my art, that is just helping out people that I really like at an office, doing work that I don't feel passionate about, but that I enjoy and that makes me feel useful, and it makes me feel needed, and it makes me feel part of a team, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something. That seems to be the theme of all of this, is like this idea that I need to feel like I'm contributing because I feel so useless and isolated and away from everyone, that I feel like I need to contribute. So all these opportunities that I'm given to continue to contribute to society, even if they're just like, little day jobs that I wouldn't have considered to be my top priority before, I am so grateful for right now. Whew, yeah. And if this is going to continue, and it seems like, as a society, we are anticipating this sort of isolated situation where we have to stay out of large groups and not not gathering crowds and stay 6 feet away from each other and make as few trips as possible. All this kind of stuff that we're doing right now, this sort of self-quarantining and everything. If we're considering that this is going to have to be going on for months, I'm going to have to figure some stuff out. Like, I am really grateful for the work that I have, that I'm contributing to other people, but I'm also going to have to figure out how to get back into being fulfilled by my own creative work. I'm going to have to be able to find the mental space for that, because I need to make stuff again. I need to get back into sort of the swing of being able to enjoy spending my free time working on artistic projects. Now I'm being patient with myself, of course, because we can't. This is we're living through a pandemic, so anticipating that I'm going to be, or expecting myself to be, creative and productive. Kitty's attacking the blinds today. Is ridiculous. Like, I can't expect myself to be super productive just because the anxiety is high and the stress is high. And I saw a video from another actor, an acquaintance of mine who I know, who's sort of just finishing up his journey through COVID-19. So he had it. He's about my age. So and he's fine. He's recovering. But he was saying that we are all grieving for the life that we had right now. And I think that's very true. I think that it's really weird to think about grief as something that we're feeling right now. But I think that it's appropriate. We are in mourning for all of the things that we had, for all the things that we took for granted, for all the things that we used to not even think about and now we can't do. Like my volleyball league should be starting up like now. I do a beach volleyball league in the spring and the summer, and usually it goes from late March until late August, early September maybe. And the spring league's been canceled. And that's really upsetting, and I can't see those people, and I can't, like, it's not like we can even say, okay, well then let's go out for beers instead and just hang out. I can't do that. There's so many things that we used to take for granted that we can't do anymore. And so I think we're grieving for all of those things and feeling grief for a life that's just sort of been taken away from us. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to being able to adjust, to continue adjusting to the new normal, and to continue being able to feel like I can make stuff and create and, yeah, little by little work myself back towards not just existing. I feel like at the moment I'm kind of just existing, and I'm feeling okay about existing, but yeah, working myself back towards a place where I feel like I'm actually having a life and not just existing in this situation is, yeah, it's a challenge for sure. Yeah. One other thing that I saw when I was doing one of my few scans through social media today, I have been restricting myself, was that somebody said now is a time where we can look back on the things that we had, the life that we had before this time, and decide on the things that we want back and the things that we don't want back. So deciding on the stuff that we'd like to reclaim from that old life, and the things that we don't want to reclaim. I'm really liking how grateful I'm feeling for just doing work. And I used to be sort of like everybody else, where when it was work that I didn't necessarily want to be doing, I would sometimes feel grouchy about it, grumpy about it. And I'm really enjoying the fact that right now I feel just grateful to have work, and grateful to contribute. And I'd like to try to hold on to that feeling as the world hopefully gets back to normal. Yeah, feel a little bit less grouchiness and a little bit more gratitude about working. Yeah. I'm also like being a lot more candid with friends about how much they mean to me, which I think I want to keep. Yeah. I feel like all of my relationships are just going to shift. And I think without exception, in good ways. So that's cool. Is there anything exciting that I saw today? I just worked a lot today, so I didn't really get to look up very much that was happening online. Yeah, no. There's a lot of scary numbers about the amount of people who are infected in the world right now. It's pretty scary. 700,000 people or something worldwide. Yeah. Some frightening numbers. There's a lot of like records being broken in the States about amount of people who are applying for EI and people who are out of work. Money being poured back into the economy by the government. Yeah. Big changes. The Olympics got postponed. Did I already talk about that in this blog? I may have already talked about this, but I feel like that is a sign that things are really, really serious. I think that really hit home for me when I saw that. The Olympics. I asked my mom if that had ever happened before, ever. And she said 1939, she thought, the beginning of the Second World War. Yeah. The Olympics. Wow. This truly is unlike anything that we've seen, I think. Just nuts. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm excited that tomorrow is my last day in self-isolation. Excited to go for a walk. I finished my little stop motion, and I've just got in contact with Sean Stewart, and hopefully he's going to get me some music to go over it. And I think it would be pretty fun if by the end of this self-quarantine period I could launch that thing as like a silly little animation that I made during my 2 weeks of self-isolation. However, that being said, I have no idea how long it's going to take Sean to get me music. Sean, if you're watching this, get me some music. Serious. Okay. All right. End of day number 13. I'll see you tomorrow.